Welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth, and this is Beth's Bookish Reviews, and I'm here with another TBR video. This is my big book summer pile of possibilities. This is hosted by Sue Jackson, and I will link her channel name down below. And this year she has a co-host, Melinda at A Web of Stories, I believe is her channel name. I will link both of them down below. I participated in this last year, but I didn't get very much read. This year I have a slew of big books to go on my pile of possibilities, and I am so looking forward to all of these. I also have already set my TBR for June with about 20 books. So I am really reaching for some books. Okay, the first one is a definite. I am going to read it in June. It is not on my TBR, but it will be. I'm supposed to get it on the 2nd. It was a pre-order. I'm gonna put it up here. It is Stephen King's newest release. It's called Never Flinch, and it is another Holly Gibney book. So I am so looking forward to that. It is the only one on my TBR or pile of possibilities that I do not have physically that I'm putting on there. So I wanted to get that in there first because I'm definitely reading that one. Okay, the others have been on my TBR before, or they have been ones that are recommended, and I just have not gotten them read. I'm going to start with this one. I won't be reading this one this month, but I do want to read this one. And it is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. It is one that I'm supposed to read for my 52 books in 52 weeks. And one that I have wanted to read for my 25 and 25. It comes in at, this copy does anyway, $806 pages. Now, who are we kidding? We know that Beth is going to listen to this mostly, but I will be trying to follow along as well. But I just love this copy with the train and the lady. I am reading it for a celebrity on the cover for my 52 books in 52 weeks, because I'm not sure who it is on the cover. Maybe Julia Roberts? I could be wrong. That may be definitely wrong. I don't know, because I've not seen the book close up to tell who it is. But I just love this binding, and the back, these have a quote on them. It says, "He stepped down, avoiding any long look at her as one avoids long looks at the sun, but seeing her as one sees the sun without looking." So, and I love that it has a marker in it. And yes, it's just really beautiful and soft. So that is one of them. This one is also not on my TBR for this month, but I have had this one for a couple months, and it's from Book of the Month. It's Amor Towles' The Lincoln Highway, and I would like to get it read. And I think it's about a heist. It's set in 1954, and it's actually set in June of 1954. And it says, Emmett Watson is driven home to Nebraska by the warden of the juvenile work farm. He's 18. Where he has just served 15 months for involuntary manslaughter. His mother's gone, his father's recently deceased, and the family farm foreclosed upon by the bank. His intention is to pick up his 8-year-old brother and head to California. But when the warden drives off, Emmett discovers that two friends from the work farm have hidden themselves in the trunk of the warden's car. And together they hatch an altogether different plan for Emmett's future. So it really sounds interesting, and I thought it was totally something different. So, but, you know, when I first heard about it. So when I found out what it was, I decided I wanted to read it. This one I saw Sue Jackson actually talk about it, and I had to have it to read. And it's called Rooms for Vanishing by Stuart Nadler. And this is about, it's set there in the, it's about, let me just read it to you. First it says, a prismatic, mind-bending epic about a family splintered into two different worlds. Everyone had been survived into different futures, and I would never see any of them again. I could sense this. I would hear them in their separate rooms within their separate lives, but I would not be able to cross over to meet them. In Rooms for Vanishing, the violence of war has fractured the universe for the Altermans, a Jewish family from Vienna. Moving across decades and across the world, the novel finds the Altermans alone in their separate futures, haunted by the loss of their loved ones, each certain that they are the family's sole survivor. Sonia, the daughter, has gone in search of her husband, who has disappeared into London. Fania, the mother, is confronted with her doppelganger in the basement of a Montreal hotel. Moses, the son, is followed by the ghost of his best friend. And finally, Arnold, the father, dares to believe that his long-lost daughter might be alive after he receives a message from an Englishwoman claiming to be her. And she said it was really good. So, definitely, she, meaning Sue, definitely looking forward to this one. And, yes. This is another one not on my TBR at the moment, but I really want to read this one. The Shell Seekers by Rosamund Pilcher. I got this recommendation from Jenna at Books Love Jenna. A mother loves her children, of course she does, but sometimes she may not like them very much. In Penelope Keeling's case, 2 of her 3 grown-up children often give her cause for dislike. And when they put her under pressure to sell her most treasured possession, one of her father's paintings, they provoke a family crisis that causes Penelope to really reevaluate her whole life, with huge consequences for them all. Yes, so Rosamund Pilcher. I had started Napoleon the Great by Andrew Roberts. So I want to put it on there. I only made it to page like 10. And this is a recommendation from another booktuber. And let's see, page 10. And if I can find her channel again, I will link her down below. But she talks about how great this book is. There's no audiobook for it, and so it would be just a very physical read, so that's why I haven't picked it back up yet. But it is, I haven't been telling you how much these are, how many pages, but it is 820 pages. Oh, I didn't tell you what it was about because there's not anything. I started it March 30th, and that's where I made it to 10 pages. I also started, because I have my Dickens read along, I also started Nicholas Nickleby by Charles Dickens, and I haven't made it very far in there. I've gotten to the part where his uncle helps him to get a job, and that's it. Not where Nicholas Nickleby's uncle, but where Nicholas, wait a minute. Okay. I see, I may have to just restart. I do have the audiobook for this one. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing that Nicholas is the son, and his uncle helps him get a job. But anyway, I'm going to just go back and start it again because I don't know where I left off. So, but I haven't gotten very far into it, and maybe chapter 3, and it's a chunky book. And it actually has 777 pages. So that's enough. I have to read this one, so might as well put it on there too. Okay. Another one that I've put on several TBRs, All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. This is where a young boy saves a girl from being kidnapped. Another one I've been wanting to read, Christy by Catherine Marshall. I think everybody knows what that one is. It's where this 18-year-old girl, I think she's 18, goes to be a teacher at Cutter Gap. She's 19. Another one by Rosamund Pilcher, Coming Home. Yeah, there's not really a story to I don't know if this one's, yeah, it's okay. A newer one by David Baldacci that I have that I want to read is called, I don't have the dust jacket on here, Strangers in Time. One that's been on my TBR several times, The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. Okay. And now we're getting into some of my TBR for this month. Okay, so my Australia read, my book set in Australia, is Homecoming by Kate Morton. This will be my first Kate Morton, if I can get this one read. And this one has 544 pages. At 416 pages, I have my book written in first person point of view, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I have my standalone fantasy, Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is a reread, but I don't, Sue has never said anything about not putting rereads on there. This is 542. I think it's okay. This is a booktuber recommendation, and it is 525 pages. The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. The book I'm reading for the 250th celebration of Jane Austen's birthday celebration. Whew, that's a long title. And for my DIY literature degree, it's 438 pages, and it is Mansfield Park. This will be my first read of this one. A book with one word title, it was my prompt, and it is also another recommendation by Jenna, but it is Philippa Gregory's Tidelands. 430 3 pages, and my prompt was book title starts with "the." I have The Quiet Game by Greg Iles. My sister really likes this author, and I've read one small book from him and tried to get into another book. I've had several of this author's books on my TBR, but then I realized they were part of a series, and I decided I needed to start with this one. Okay, those are the ones that are on my TBR for this month. So I also have possibilities of another Jenna pick recommendation, The Women of Chateau Lafayette by Stephanie Dray. And this one is got 3 timelines, one set in 1940, one set in 1914, and one set in 1774. And then one that has been sitting on my shelf for a while is Donna Tartt, The Goldfinch. So those are my pile of possibilities for my big book summer reading this summer. And I am so excited that it has finally started, and I can't wait to get started. And I'm not sure which one I will start first. But I'm interested to know if you are going to be participating in the Big Book Summer Challenge. And don't forget to go over and watch Sue's video for it, and Melinda's video. Sue and Melinda's videos for this challenge, and give them some love, and I will see you in the next video.